My name's George Washington. I represent the plaintiffs in this case, along with Shanta Driver and Joyce Schoen, who's to my left. We filed suit today to get an injunction against the Detroit Public Schools from deducting $250 from every biweekly check that a teacher or a counselor or a social worker gets. This is an outrageous proposal that was made by the school board. Nobody, not the DFT, not the school board, has the right to take $250 every 2 weeks out of somebody's check and say that you'll get paid months, years, or decades later, or frankly, given the state of the school board and their threats to go bankrupt, perhaps never. It's an attempt to say to teachers that somehow they're responsible for this and that they should give an interest-free loan to a district that cannot get loans from anywhere else. It's also an attempt, we think the district, if it wants money, should go to the federal government, to Arnie Duncan and to others, and tell them that we need money to keep our public schools operating. For the teachers, there's two separate issues. Number one is what it does to their wages and living standards, working under very difficult conditions. The second is what it does to the Detroit Public Schools. I think it means that the veteran, the experienced, the good teachers, many of them will be forced to leave. It will be hard to secure replacements when you're taking loans out of paychecks. And in addition to that, we think that the money that these teachers are being forced to loan to the district without interest, without security, is going to be used by the districts to charterize, to bring in consultants, high-level executives, and so forth. And it is really outrageous to steal money from people's paychecks and then spend it to ruin their jobs and ruin the public schools of Detroit. And that's why we're going to be asking for an immediate injunction to stop this. We have already hundreds of individual claims filed by teachers, and we do need to file individual claims, but frankly this is a class matter as well and should be stopped. So that's what I would say. I don't know if people want to say anything, and then you guys can ask whatever questions you want to ask. Heather or Joyce?
I would just add that it is Rob Bob, the emergency financial manager, who has created this crisis, and it's been his push to charterize the district under the pretense that it's improving education, when in fact his every action has been to tear down the district, run teachers out, which this is clearly a direct plan to run teachers out of the district, to be replaced by his favorite thing, volunteers and Teach for America. And we stand for and with an experienced professional teacher corps who are dedicated to the students of Detroit, and along with the whole community are determined to support, defend, protect public education, not charterization and privatization.
What is your name?
Joyce Schoen, S-C-H-O-N, one of the attorneys.
My name's Heather Miller. I'm a teacher. I'm the lead plaintiff in this. And I can just tell you, as a teacher, the conditions in the schools have never been worse. I actually took some film this morning when I walked in my room. None of our classrooms had been cleaned, which is a pretty regular thing now in the Detroit Public Schools. And the conditions under financial manager Bob have gotten significantly worse, not better. And the teachers have been rising up in greater and greater numbers. We just had a committee meeting, or the Vote No committee. We've been organizing around the Vote No. We've been organizing around the recall of Keith Johnson. We have regular Saturday meetings. We had a meeting on Saturday. Over 100 teachers showed up. Over 100 schools were represented, and we just continue to grow. I mean, this is not. Teachers are not becoming more demoralized by this. We're standing up and fighting more and more because of it. Teachers are not going to accept second-class schools for our students anymore, and this is just the beginning of the fight to improve public education for our young people in Detroit. We went to school, we got degrees to be educators. We want to educate the young people to the best of our ability, and under these conditions, it's impossible to do. So we're organizing, we're rising up, and we're gonna begin to defend public education and change things in the city of Detroit finally, so these young people can get the quality schools that they deserve.